Hello channel viewers, I'm DS, your psychologist, and welcome to another episode on channel NItt. So there are a lot of other MBTI types that really envy the INTJ and sometimes the ENTJ, but especially the INTJ, and hope that they can be more like the INTJ. So how can you be more like the INTJ? It is actually going to be very difficult because the INTJ and the ENTJ use a very unique combination of cognitive functions that make them who they are, and that is TE and NI. Let's talk about TE. Many other MBTI types do not use TE, and it could be like a mystery to them. So in this episode, I'm going to unveil how TE and NI work together. First, TE, extroverted thinking as a function, allow you to see from many different points of view. So NI, introverted intuition, will give TE another dimension. Together with NI, we tend to see the whole picture of things. Like for example, on the internet now, especially on Facebook, there are a lot of people who are complaining about our current government. So they say that, the government have imported too many foreigners in, they are taking over our jobs, or they are too highly paid. Well, there are some elements to which I agree on this, but I don't totally think that what these people who are complaining on is correct. First of all, the problem that we are facing over here as a country and as an economy is almost the same as other countries. Why? This is because we are actually suffering from the repercussions of globalization. So as a TE user and an NI user at the same time, I can see this holistic picture. So take another example. The bank takes our money because we deposit our money with the bank, and then they just pay us little interest. So there are a lot of advertisements who says, well, banks are cheating us, but they actually did provide us additional services such as the auto teller machine, then they have branches where we can go to. So all this also take up money, right? We can see the holistic picture immediately. So this is an automatic process. We can actually see the thing quite broadly, almost immediately. So but as an ENTJ, that does not mean that I support the government or I support the banks. In fact, I don't think that banks are actually honest enterprises because they are after all businesses. Why? Because I have got a lot of clients, bankers, insurance agents and such. They earn huge filthy amounts. I think that financial institutions such as banks and insurance companies are earning far too much. So as you can see here, when TE and NI are engaged at the same time, we can be very critical and skeptical of the information because we tend to see all different points of views of the same issue. So if you want to be more like the INTJ and the ENTJ, what can you do to increase or enhance or strengthen your extroverted thinking? So for the non-TE users, this may take some time, but as you get better at it, you will become a simple experience. Now take this question as an example. A bottle of shampoo contains 500 milliliters of shampoo. Cheryl uses 10 milliliters of shampoo every day. How many days can the bottle of shampoo last her? Of course, from a mathematical point of view, this is a very simple question. So you use 500 divided by 10 because she uses 10 milliliters of shampoo every day. And you will come to the conclusion that the bottle can last 50 days. But immediately, when an ENTJ or an INTJ is concerned, when we look at the question, we know that it's bullshit because it is impossible for any single individual to be so precise as in to use 10 milliliters of water and 10 milliliters of shampoo. However, we can understand that this 10 milliliters could be an average. So as you can see, TE plus NI is not very rigid, it's very fluid. We can maybe you're talking about average, I can accept that. But when we look at it from another perspective, from a psychological perspective, this is not valid. So if you imagine shampoo in a bottle, shampoo could be viscous. At least there's some viscosity. There will be some shampoo that will stick to the inner surface of the bottle, just like toothpaste. No matter how you squeeze, you can't squeeze all the toothpaste out. And psychologically, it is not possible for you to use 10 milliliters of shampoo consistently. When you know that your shampoo is going to deplete, there's only about that little left, you will tend to conserve. This is human nature. But this mathematical question totally ignores that. So all the little different things that come into mind when we are processing information, like a simple maths question like this happens almost automatically. Like, what if this, what if that? This is not true because this is the processing that goes through the mind of an INTJ or ENTJ is immense. It's going to be different from the INTP because INTJs and ENTJs think from multiple sources and multiple points of view before coming to a conclusion. So for the INTJ, it is even more intricate. So if you want to be more like the INTJ, if that's ever possible, or more like the ENTJ, then you must start trying to be less shallow, less accepting of what is being presented to you, and become more skeptical and think from multiple points of view. I hope that this helps you. Okay, at Channel NItt we produce a lot of INTJ, ENTJ videos such as this one. If you have not already subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more INTJ and ENTJ and fun stuff. Okay, I'm going to sign off now and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye bye.